Namaskar, Namaste. I am Rajlakshmi Joshi, and today I want to speak with you about Ram Janmabhoomi and what it means to you, to me, and to all of us. A few years ago, I had visited the Vatican City with my family for a holiday. And what a place! What grandeur! We all soaked in all the divinity of the place. It was awesome. It was something really awe-inspiring, and I had a similar experience as a child when I had visited Shravanbelgola, which is a religious place for the Jains, and again I was awestruck by the magnitude, by the magnificent structure. And I have heard my friends talk about similar experiences when they visited the Golden Temple, which is a religious place for the Sikhs. That they just stood back and looked at it for minutes, and they just couldn't take their eyes off it. And I wanted a similar experience, and I went to Ayodhya to visit Ram Janmabhoomi this September. And imagine what? I had to go through multiple security checks and was under intense scrutiny as if I was some animal. And at the end of it all, what I see is that our favorite deity, our favorite Bhagwan, our favorite Prabhu Ram Lalla Virajman, is in a tent. A tent. And my heart sank. That is this really what we are offering Prabhu Shri Ram? Is this the kind of an offering that is worthy of our most favorite Bhagwanji, our Prabhuji Shri Ram, who is so much respected and loved not just by Hindus, not just by Indians, but by people all across the globe. Are you aware that even today in Thailand, the present king is called the King Ram the 10th? Yes, and he was crowned in May 2019. So the present king is called King Ram the 10th. That is the kind of respect that the people in Thailand give to Prabhu Shri Ram. And even today we have operas on Ram Leelas happening in a Muslim dominated country called as Indonesia. And even in China, even today, we have operas on the story of Prabhu Shri Ram. And in places as far as Angkor Wat, there are temples dedicated to Prabhu Ram. So Prabhu Ram is not somebody whom we pray only in India, only in Bharatvarsh. So are we really giving Prabhu Shri Ram a rightful, a worthy place? This was a question that came to my mind, and I really, my heart sank, and I was so disappointed. And I'm sure that this is the feeling that 1 billion Hindus across the globe have been feeling, not for 1 year, not for 2 years, not for 10 years, not for 20 years, but for 480 years. Yes, close to 500 years, 5 centuries, we have been waiting to give Prabhu Shri Ram a place worthy of his grandeur. And today Ram Rajya doesn't only mean something that is connected with Sanatan Dharma. It means good governance all across the globe. Prabhu Shri Ram is a symbol of an ideal Purush, Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. And this is something that deserves an icon, a symbol that is a symbol of a national pride. And that is exactly what we intend to do, and that is exactly what hopefully will be a place, a temple worthy of Prabhu Shri Ram. When the foundation stone will be laid tomorrow on the 5th of August 2020 by the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, in Ayodhya at Ram Janmabhoomi. And this is something that will be a historic, a once in a lifetime moment that will lay the foundation of a national symbol that will be something of pride for all of us. And everybody, every Indian, every Bharatiya should tomorrow take pride in this moment. So I appeal to all of you to celebrate this day as Deepavali, as Diwali, because isn't that what Deepavali or Diwali actually means? The homecoming of Prabhu Shri Ram to Ayodhya. So what else could be a befitting tribute to Prabhu Shri Ram than a grand Ram Mandir at the birthplace of the most beloved Prabhu Shri Ram, that is of a billion Hindus. So I appeal to everybody, let's come and celebrate this day tomorrow, and let's all come together and give India, give Bharat the tribute, the symbol that we have all been waiting for. So Jai Shri Ram to all of you.